Welcome to video number 2, which I call Monkey See, Monkey Do. That's a great principle, and that's how I learned how to draw. By watching someone else draw, or by copying drawings in comic books or in graphic novels. That's how you learn. So I would like you to sort of shift into that mode and start looking at someone else draw, and you imitate them. Monkey see, monkey do. That's the name. See, I believe that deep inside each one of us is a very creative person. Only I think what happens is somehow that gets beaten out of us or schooled out of us by whatever teachers are with good intentions trying to get us educated. Now I'm following these little lines that I've indicated when I go in and articulate the feathers. Making sure that I make it a radial feeling, and down here a few feathers. There was the little body. I'm sketching now, not detailing. Here was the little beak. Here was the eye line. Eyes on the eye line. And the little feet like this. So I can kind of get an idea that that's a bird, probably has a tail that's a little bit long. But if I detail this, and this is one of the little birds that I think I was about 18 when this little bird presented itself in my life. It was a bird from the movie Sleeping Beauty, because I worked on that. Now I want to talk about that a little bit, because I think it's really, really important that when you draw something, you start with that visualization in your head. And part of that exercise is to get you to maybe decide what the bird is feeling. For example, if I were to say that this bird, the same bird right here, same formula, is feeling like he wants to come out of his little bird skin. He's so excited and so happy and loves the idea that they're about to take a field trip today and fly over the whole countryside. He loves doing that and he's never done it. So what I might do is say, this bird is really, really happy. Now notice that this is not logical at all, and I'm sort of feeding my way along, but I want his hands to interlock the fingers, which means there'll be a finger here, the other finger on the other hand there, then a finger there, another finger. I'm going to give him only 3 fingers on each hand. There we go. So don't be afraid to erase. I got a kneaded eraser here, which we'll talk about in a second. I want to talk a little about focal point. It's really important that when someone looks at one of your drawings, or they look at some scene that you've animated on screen, that they know exactly on that screen where they should look. Focal point is very important to the success of your drawing. Come on. If we look at the drawing we just did, I'm not sure where I should be looking with this drawing. Whether I'm going to look at his face, whether I'm going to look at Mrs. Brisby, whether I'm going to look at the feet, or am I just going to let my eyes go all over and study everything. Find any way you can to keep the shapes not repeating themselves. And then easy as pie, of course, is the bones. But the bones, even though I say easy, at the same time you still want to be careful you don't draw a bone that's just 2 parallel lines. See, that's boring. You could be drawing a bone that goes somewhat like this. And there's shadows down in between the bones, because there's a stack of them. Maybe 5 or 6 deep. Anyway, then the last thing we put on here is the cobwebs. Now I get one more chance with these cobwebs, because it seems to me that there's probably a cobweb that's going to go right behind her that's also helping me point. Focal point, really important. All right, now to end this tape this morning, I'd just like to remind you of one thing. I want you to monkey see, monkey do for a while, and I want you to practice. The way I learned to draw, basically, was copying comic books. And then a more sophisticated version of monkey see was I got to stand behind artists who were drawing and saw how they accomplished the miraculous looking drawings they had. It just helped me a lot. So if you'll let me be your mentor and you be the apprentice for a period of time, you'll learn very, very quickly.